So Keevan, how is branding different today than it has been in the past? What's the new field for branding?
Yeah, actually branding is really the same as it's always been. The goals are the same as they were, but the tactical landscape has changed radically in the amount of options that customers have to do branding. You know, a lot longer than a couple years ago, but when branding first started, it was kind of conveyed through advertising, magazine advertising, newspaper advertising, but today the options available to convey the brand to your consumers has exploded. And today, in the past couple of years, it's even changed even further with the advent of social media. Social media has really taken the control away from you as the company, and they have put it back in the hands of the consumers. It used to be that the companies could outspend consumers to take control of that perception by putting a better image out there and saturating the marketplace with it. Well, now consumers have the voice, and they have the ability to get that rapid distribution of their perceptions of what your brand is, and that has really changed the approach that a lot of people have to have in branding.
So within that new kind of social environment, what are the keys for engaging consumers today?
Well, the keys for engaging consumers are really to kind of control and communicate your brand to your staff. You have to have a clear vision of the path that you want to take, what the image that you want to have your brand communicate to your consumers, and then also educate everyone throughout your channels, your employees, your vendors, everyone that comes in contact with your brand that you have some influence over. You have to communicate the things that they need to be working on, communicating to every time they have a touch point with their consumers, and give them the tools that they need in order to enhance that experience. And that might mean training, it might mean logos and images that convey your brand in a consistent way. So equipping the people within your channels is another thing you have to take into account.
So talking about your brand internally, you mentioned some of the ways, but how do you keep your employees focused on that and keep it consistent within your organization?
I think it's a constant effort, and I think it's one of the things that companies don't do as much anymore. They think that you can go out and pay a consultant, or once you create your identity that you're done, that's your brand, and you're finished with it. But you really have to have a constant dedication to it, because the perceptions are always changing, and you have to make sure that you're trying to influence that. But creating a culture that embraces what your brand is about and constantly communicating the things that will set you apart from your competitors are the things that companies need to embrace more and more today. And with the advent of social media, they're communicating your brand through their own channels, and not even going through your main channels. Like, they're talking about their experiences at work, or they might talk to a customer on the phone today that did this, and educating them on the ramifications of some of those pieces are things that need to be addressed also.